Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School. I am one day away from my first marathon, so I'm gonna need y'all to pray for me and help me get ready for this because I feel like I'm getting ready for war. I really feel like I'm going into this situation that is going to be painful and very difficult, very stressful. And for the record, I've never run longer than 17 miles, so 26 miles is something that makes me a little bit nervous. But anyway, what's going on, Impal? I'll see you in here first. And who knows, maybe instead of y'all just praying for me, maybe I need Kanye West to come and perform his Sunday service for me to help me get ready for this marathon because it sounds like Kanye has got real religious lately. I don't understand it. I don't know exactly how all that works. I have to be honest with you. I'm kind of a heathen. I don't go to church. I ain't been in church for a long time. I went to a church yesterday. I'm marrying Dr. Alicia July 11th. We're getting married at the Rockefeller Chapel at the University of Chicago campus, and that's going to be July 11th. The whole community is invited. You are all invited to come to the wedding. I'm going to put up an Eventbrite, though. You're going to have to RSVP because the brother that we're going to get for security, most likely, I got to go see if we can negotiate a deal. He don't play, and he's going to check you out to make sure that you RSVP'd, but it doesn't cost you anything, and everybody watching is invited, so you can come to Chicago. If you live in the Shire, then I definitely would love to see you there. And we got a church that was big enough to hold a lot of people, so it'll be big enough to hold everybody. So I hope you guys will come through. Anyway, let me hop into this conversation about Kanye and first say hello, everybody, to Roman and Mr. Bowser and Angelique and Alexandra. Good to see you. Okay, so let me jump in here and talk about this. All right, so Kanye Kardashian, I call him Kanye Kardashian Trump West. Like you don't know who he is exactly, but I don't hate the brother. I really don't. I just think he's hilarious. He's hilarious and he's admirable at the same time. He's frustrating, but yet he's invigorating. He's a guy that's I'm gonna tell you, I like Kanye because Kanye is living his life. He ain't giving a fuck about what none of y'all think. He ain't worried about whether you think he's smart or stupid, sane or crazy, brilliant, non-brilliant, whatever, talented or not. He doesn't care. He does not care. And I actually think that's incredibly liberating for him. And I'm really happy for him. Although at the same time, I think there are times where you wonder exactly where his head is at. Particularly since, he had that great moment back in '05 or '06 with Hurricane Katrina, when he stood up to President Bush and spoke up for those people, in New Orleans. But since that time, he's done some things that have confused people. Now, here's the deal. Here's the deal, though. So Kanye came to Howard University this week to perform his Sunday service, which is just out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, so now you're doing gospel? Okay, cool, good for you. Kardashians turn black men into lunatics. Like, they make black men crazy, so it's kind of expected by now. But here's the thing, right? So Kanye's performing his Sunday service, and what's been really fascinating is that Kanye is using the Sunday service as a platform to promote Donald Trump. That's been made pretty clear. I could have sworn I saw him do a performance with a MAGA hat on. He didn't wear a MAGA hat when he went to Howard this week, but he's worn it, I think, in other performances, at least the one that I saw, he had the MAGA hat on. And also he, gave a long diatribe like he does about, the fact that he feels that the Democratic Party has put black people into slavery, and he's allowed to do what he wants to do. Now, here's the deal. On some of those points, Kanye is 100% correct. Get mad if you want, but Kanye's right. What I find really hilarious about it, what made me laugh about people being pissed off about him going to Howard, and I got friends at Howard, Greg Carr, I know Greg Carr from back in the day, and a couple other people, a brother named Russell, I can't remember his last name, I want to say Russell Wilson, but that's the football player. But anyway, my brother Russell, he teaches in the finance department. I know a few faculty at Howard. I don't really have a lot of admiration for Howard in terms of, for the way they handled our event that we had during the Million Man March a few years ago. I wasn't real happy with that. But with all that said, I think that, that the objections to Kanye coming to campus are a little bit problematic, and let me tell you why. I'm seeing people say, that he's misguided, that he's lost, that he shouldn't be here. Why are we embracing him? What's wrong with you? And at the end of the day, he's right. He has a right to be whoever he wants to be. What he's really doing right now, if you want to know what Kanye is doing right now, is he's using the power of music to get black voters to embrace his guy. He's using the power of hip hop, which is, one of the most, um, one of the most powerful art forms in the history of man, to get you to go vote for Donald Trump. Right now, here's the reason I don't have an issue with that. Wasn't nobody complaining when we was doing that shit to get black people to vote for the Democrats. Nobody complained when Beyonce and Jay-Z were performing for Hillary Clinton. So, and I thought it was bullshit back then. I called it. I called it as bullshit back then. I was very concerned that Negroes are seen as, and some of us are so simple-minded, that the minute somebody makes a song that we can shake our ass to, we forget about everything else. We forget about the things that matter. Again, even if you have an objection with Trump, I think it's really fascinating that I'm sure a lot of those people who came to see Kanye perform don't want to vote for Donald Trump, but they were there bopping their head and listening to a Trump speech because Kanye has good music. And that's kind of what the consistent theme is among both parties. The Democrats and the Republicans understand this very clearly. They say, oh, if you want to get the attention of black people and get them to do anything, from voting for a Democrat to voting for a Republican to buying a bucket of goddamn chicken, all you got to do is put it to a nice beat. In fact, if you want to get black people to kill each other and kill themselves and to celebrate that shit, just rap about black homicide to a funky beat, put a nice beat on it, and like putting hot sauce on your chitlins. The chitlins are poison, but you put hot sauce on them, the poison tastes good. Then black people will be good with that. So I found it hilarious that he's using the power of music to support his political candidate. Do I agree with it? Do I like it? No, I don't like it. But I didn't like it when they did it for the Democrats either. Because the Democratic Party, remember, the Democratic Party incarcerated more black men than the Republicans ever could under any administration. Bill Clinton passed those crime bills. I'll never forget that. Y'all might have forgot that because they done ate some chicken with y'all and played some good music. But I ain't forgot that because a lot of those people that were locked up under the Clinton crime bills are still in prison right now today. So if you have an issue with Kanye going to Howard and rapping to get black people to vote for Trump, then you should have an issue when Jay-Z and Beyonce go to Howard and are rapping to get you to vote for Hillary Clinton. Because either way, you got a Negro rapping to get you to go vote for a white man who don't give zero shits about any of y'all. Seriously, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. The Democratic Party supports a lot of this Me Too nonsense. Black men are the first ones that will be taken down if you support the Me Too movement. Do you know under President Obama, they changed all the rules on college campuses where somebody could literally just scream rape and have no evidence and get somebody kicked out of school and sent to jail? And most of these people being accused are going to be black men. And y'all support that shit because somebody told you had to be a Democrat. I'm not voting for anybody that's going to try to exterminate me. I ain't that stupid. I'm not so goddamn stupid that I'm going to go and support my own demise. I'm not going to support the death of my brother. I'm just not going to do that. You're not going to talk me into it. And you can't rap. You can't come in and bust a rap and make me do it either, right? I'm beyond the brainwashing, right? I love hip hop, but I know the difference between a rapper and a fucking political scientist. Black people don't know that. Did you know that most Nielsen studies show that black people worship celebrities more than any other group? Go look it up. White people, when they write reports to white people, like, how do we get the Negroes to buy soap? Oh, get a celebrity. How do we get the Negroes to buy our brand of sneaker? Get a celebrity. How do we get the Negroes to vote for our favorite candidate? Get a celebrity. Go get a rapper to rap about it. The Negroes will do anything if you rap about it. It's like the Pied Piper. Yeah. How do you get black people to overlook the fact that R. Kelly been molesting girls since the 90s? Make a good song. Negroes would rather step in the name of love than protect little black girls, right? If you stepping in the name of love and the song is good, they'll forget about everything. Everything kind of washes away. So what I'm just trying to tell you is that this is when I see Kanye doing this, it made me laugh because I'm like, wow, now the Republicans are doing exactly what everybody else has been doing since forever. And so here's the deal. Those who like Kanye's music should continue to support the brother's music if you feel compelled to do so. Now remember, supporting the music ain't the same as buying the music, right? Like I can go listen to it. Kanye West that I know of has never gotten a dime from me. I've never bought an Air Yeezy. I have never paid to go to a concert. I have never bought Kanye West apparel. I've never bought an album. If I listen to Kanye music, it would be, which he's like 184th on my list. I haven't gotten down to that level yet. I would listen to him on Spotify. Spotify, I do pay $10 a month, but I listen to about 400 different artists. So who gives a shit, right? So remember, listening to Kanye's music is fine, no matter what your political ideology is. But what I encourage you to also understand is that there's a difference between somebody who can make a song and somebody who should be doing political analysis for you on any level. The fact that you are connecting support for his music with supporting his political candidate is like saying that because I like Kanye's music, I want to wear his brand of underwear. Those are two different things. You ain't got to wear his draws just because you like his song. So you don't have to go support his candidate just because you think he's a good musician. You say, play your position. You're preaching about Trump. That's all good. But sing another song. Just shut up and play the music, and we're good. And I think that's where we have to go, because black people, the biggest mistake you make, the reason our community is not that smart, the reason our community gets left behind, the reason our community falls for the okie doke so much is because we will listen to a rapper before we listen to an expert. We will listen to a rapper before we listen to a scholar. We will listen to a rapper before we listen to a medical doctor. We will listen to a rapper before we listen to a political scientist. You got people all over these universities, like for example at Howard, one of the people that objected to Kanye was Dr. Greg Carr. Greg Carr is a brilliant guy. But there are people who will listen to Kanye before they listen to Greg Carr. And Kanye will be analyzing something that Greg Carr is an expert in. So what I'm trying to say is, like, it's sort of like you're mad, but you're mad at the wrong thing. If you're mad that Kanye came on campus and performed his music, why are you mad? I thought we have a country that has freedom of speech. I thought we had a country that has freedom of thought. I thought we lived in a country that had freedom of expression. You don't have any of those things. You might as well be communist China, because it's kind of scary that conservatives are going to college campuses and being told they cannot speak. You're not allowed to speak. I thought that's what China does. You think you're better than China? You think you have the moral high ground on China? You don't, because you shut down free speech just like they do. So my thought is, look, if Kanye wants to come here and rap about how great he thinks Trump is, then so what? You gonna have when the elections start, I bet your ass, bet you every nickel in your pocket right now that there's going to be a whole bunch of Negroes lined up rapping for the Democrats in about 6 months. Watch. You're going to see Chance the Rapper. We got Chance the Rapper. We got John Legend. He going to sing a song. The Democrats, the butter biscuits are so delicious. The Democrats, they are the best. They love me and I love equality. Right? You're going to see all your favorite Negroes lined up like a little gospel choir, singing and rapping and dancing about how great the Democrats are, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. Y'all ain't mad because Kanye is stepping out of his lane. You're mad because he's choosing a lane that is not the same one that we stereotypically and historically have chosen. I've told you my position. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm not a Democrat supporter, because we voted for the Democrats 40 straight years in a row and ain't shit changed. Ain't nothing got better. Parts of Baltimore are still shitholes because guys like Elijah Cummings will sit and argue over the fact that you called it a shithole instead of actually fixing the shithole. That's how ridiculously impotent your politicians are. They spend more energy trying to stop other political leaders from getting their job done than they'll spend actually representing their constituents and coming up with solutions. They should be held to a standard, man. You don't hold them to no damn standards, and that's why they don't do nothing for you. Seriously, like, the standard for me should be, look, if I go through every hood in Chicago where there are killings irregularly, where there's a certain amount of poverty, where there's a certain amount of joblessness, where there's a certain amount of incarceration, These neighborhoods must be fixed. And in 3 years, we're going to go to these same damn neighborhoods. We're going to look at the measuring sticks and we're going to compare where they were when you came in to where they are when you leave. And if nothing has improved, then that makes you a fraud. That makes you unqualified for the job. That means that you don't deserve to be in office anymore. I don't care what political party you're affiliated with. I don't care how many rappers rap about how wonderful you are. I don't care how many white people endorse you. I don't care who says what about you. You did not do the job. So that's the thing about us as black people. I believe this is just me talking, right? Just like Kanye is talking, I'm talking, and you can take it for what you want. I like to think I have a little bit more education. I mean, I have a PhD and stuff. I've been teaching college students 25 years, so I know a couple of things. Maybe I can add to it. I know I ain't rapping. I can't beatbox and shit. I can't bust a lyric for my life. But I hope that you'll hear me, even though I'm not rapping the message to you. The message is very basic. Let's start changing the standards of who we listen to and how we evaluate our politicians. Because all Kanye is doing is he's playing the same damn game that the Democrats have been playing on you since forever. So if you're mad that Kanye's on Howard's campus rapping about Trump, then you need to be equally mad when some other rapper is on Howard's campus rapping about the Democrats. Do you follow what I'm saying? Do you follow what I'm saying? It's the same shit, just different colors. One piece of shit is red, one piece of shit is blue, and either way, black people end up being at the back of the bus, no matter who's in office. This is not me speculating. This is not my opinion. This is not me just running my mouth. This is not me trying to be a hater. This is me saying to you, don't believe me. Go look at the data. Go look at the evidence. Go look at the receipts. I need to ask you, give me a yes or no. Yes or no, a yes or no question. Have black people advanced collectively as a result of Democratic rule over all these years? Voting for the Democrats consistently, has that improved the status of the black community collectively? Has the Democratic Party improved the condition of black people on a collective basis? I'll wait. Absolutely not. And here's the thing. Here's how you know that they're bullying you. Here's how you know somebody's playing you, right? The Democrats will be the first ones. The Democrats and their Negro surrogates will be the first ones to try to shush Kanye West. They'll be the first ones to say, what is he doing? He's not a friend of black people. Why is he doing that? Right? But you see, what you don't understand is that their outrage toward Kanye ain't nothing but a distraction. That's a weapon of mass distraction. You know why? Because the real question is not, why is Kanye out here speaking on behalf of Trump? He has the right to vote for whoever he wants to vote for. The real question should be, why have you been so inept and ineffective at your job that people are even going to listen to Kanye West? Why have you not delivered for the black community to the point where there's even a window for somebody to come along and steal your woman from you? Think about this. Think about this. I knew a guy like that. I knew a guy who was pissed off because some dude was taking his woman. Oh, that motherfucker, he up here bringing her flowers and stuff and talking, he's spending all the time with her at work and calling her and just telling her she's beautiful. He don't really mean it. He only saying it because he's trying to play with her head. He don't really mean all that. He ain't nothing but a player. He a dog. He this, he that. and I remember just saying, I understand that. I understand you mad that somebody's come along and taking your woman. I know, I get that, right? It ain't right. He's a dog. He ain't shit. Fuck his ass, right? Because you my boy. I got your back on this. But another thing that I'm going to say to you, because I care about you, is I think you need, instead of asking why he's talking to your woman, you need to ask, why is your woman even listening to him? Why is your woman vulnerable to another man coming into your space? Why does he even have the ability to come and say things to your woman that you ain't said? So you mad because he told your girl that she was beautiful? You never tell her that she's beautiful. You ain't told her that in I don't know how long. Maybe if you had been doing your job, there would be no opening for another man. There would be no opening for another man. So when I think about my woman, again, same situation, right? Maybe let's say I'm the Democratic Party, and my woman, Dr. Alicia, is the black community, and she's loyal to me. She has my back. If you go try to holler at her, I believe she will defend my honor. I've never seen any evidence to the contrary of that, right? But don't you think for a second that she will defend my honor eternally, no matter what I do? Don't you think for a second that if I was to leave and disappear and be gone for 6 months at a time and not call her and not tell her that I love her, that she wouldn't be vulnerable to the temptation of going with another man? Don't think for a second that I don't realize every day of the week that I'm always in some level of competition, that I've been given this position of privilege because she selected me and I selected her, and that if I take it for granted, if I start slipping for a long period of time, that my relationship will become vulnerable. So the Democratic Party, that's what they are for you. They are the spouse that you have been loyal to beyond a fault. They are the spouse that you have been standing by, defending their honor, even when they ain't even there. The motherfucker done abandoned you, got 10 girls pregnant on the block, done went out and became an alcoholic, spent the family money, ain't showed up for you. You waited for him to pick you up at work. He didn't even show up because he was driving your car to go see another girl. He done did all kinds of stuff to disrespect you. And then another man comes along and says, well, and he's a player too, he's a liar too. The Republican man comes along and says, well, girl, I could do more for you, girl. I could be nicer to you, girl. You see, I saw you outside waiting to work yesterday and he didn't even show up, girl. And he gets mad, and your boyfriend comes up and gets mad. Like, well, who the fuck is that? Why are he up here talking to you? Da, 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 da. Right? Well, don't get mad. You should have been doing your damn job. You should have been doing your job. And that's exactly what the Democratic Party has done through what is called benign neglect. The same way benign neglect is very similar to relationship neglect. You get a whole lot of people out there like this, and tell me if you've seen this, where somebody neglects their lover, they neglect their partner so much that their partner loses interest, or their partner gets led astray, or their partner decides to leave. And then they're mad because the person violated this agreement that they had. But instead of being mad about the fact that they violated the agreement or that they walked away, they're not doing enough self-reflection. They should be doing self-reflection to figure out, why did you leave in the first place? So what I find really fascinating, this is where I think the Democratic Party is playing a head game with black people, is that they want you to spend most of your energy being mad at Kanye for jumping over to the Republican side of the fence. And they're not spending enough energy being mad at themselves for neglecting black people so much that when Kanye speaks, a whole lot of people are listening. See, if the Democratic Party was doing their job, y'all wouldn't even listen to Kanye. Kanye would not be a threat. Kanye's a threat because they thought they could get you on the cheap. They thought that they could keep you loyal and keep you in their back pocket without doing anything for you, and people are calling them on their bullshit and they're mad about it. That's what that's all about. So again, I think the problem though is that, again, to use the analogy of one boyfriend versus another, both of the men that are trying to holler at you ain't shit. Both of the men, you leaving an abusive man to be with a pimp. Like either way, you're gonna be disrespected. So you should probably just be single. I'm the person that says just be single. You don't need either one of them. But if you have to be with one person or the other, it's totally up to you to decide which abusive relationship do you want to be in. Do you want to be in an abusive relationship with the Republicans or an abusive relationship with the Democrats? Well, we know the Democrats had their chance. They fucked all that up. They've completely alienated the black community, ignored the black community. So if people want to give the Republican Party a chance, I say I don't care, because I don't believe that who you vote for is ever going to matter until you learn to love yourself. So no matter which man you pick, the abuser or the pimp, you're not going to get ahead in life until you learn to love yourself. So the solution ultimately lies with you. So thank you, She, for the donation. I appreciate it. I agree with Boyce. The Democrats are dropping the ball. Man, they've been dropping the ball so bad. Even they can't defend their behavior. The best the Democrats can do is they do the baby, baby, please routine. And see, relationships will help you understand everything you know about politics. Relationships and pimping. Like, they do the baby, baby, please routine. The baby, baby, please routine means that instead of actually doing right by you, I'm going to keep treating you like crap. And then I'm going to keep begging you for forgiveness and promising you that if you give me another chance, I'm going to do right, and then I don't do right again, and then I come back and I keep doing that. And what happens is I'm going to rinse and repeat, and I'm going to keep playing that same game with you until you stop believing me, until you stop being stupid enough to fall for that game, right? So the black community, we have people in the community that bully those who are tired of it, who say, you know, I'm not interested in this. This is stupid. I'm not this dumb, right? And they come out and they're like, oh, you're a sellout. You're this, you're that. A sellout for what? A sellout for what? If there's anybody that's a sellout, it's the damn Democratic Party. Because y'all sold black people out a long time ago. You use us for your votes. You have no respect for us. And there are people that are calling you out on this. You know, and in fact, if the Republican Party were a better party, if they had less racism and fewer issues, I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and vote Republican. But neither party has got my interest heightened enough to make me go vote. So I personally am not going to vote for anybody. But don't think that I couldn't be. Let me say it like this. If the Republican Party came up with, you know, I don't know, $100 billion, you know, package for black businesses so black business owners could get money for businesses, I would vote Republican for that. I would meet with Trump or whoever the hell I had to meet with to make that happen, because at this point, you're kind of at a point where you should take support from anybody that will help you. The Democrats, they just think you're supposed to support them because that's what you've been doing. And that's the dumbest reason to ever do anything. The dumbest reason to ever do anything is to do it because everybody else is doing it, or to do it because that's what you've been doing. Like don't give me a better reason other than, well, that's what we always been doing. We got a Democratic Party tradition. No, asshole. Like, seriously, like if you're that stupid about how you make decisions in your life, I really don't think you should even be on my platform, because I'm only going to frustrate you. What I'm saying is, I don't care what you do. If you vote for the Democrats, do it, but be able to tell me why. Just be able to give me a reason that makes sense, right? If you're going to be a Republican, then just tell me why. If you tell me why, then it's cool. Okay, you disagree with me? Okay, that means our value systems are different. I think that's what we have to do, is start respecting differences and stop trying to crush people because they do something different from what we expect them to do. You don't own another person. You don't own Kanye. You don't own me. You don't own the person next to you. You know, you own yourself, and that's all you have. But make sure you own that person, and don't get to the point where other people are telling you what to do. Thank you, Darnell, for your support. I appreciate it. Malcolm X Ballot or Bullet 1964 speech said the same thing you're saying. Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, these ideas, thank you for pointing it out, brother, because I should give credit to Malcolm and others, because this is not new. This is not new. Do you know W.E.B. Du Bois, 100 years ago? It's funny his name is Boyce, Du Bois. You got Du Bois. You got Du Bois, now you got The Boyce, right? Or like maybe I'm a cheap substitute for the original Boyce. But here's what I want to help you understand. W.E.B. Du Bois wrote an article 100 years ago called Why I Will Not Vote. He wrote it. Go look it up. Google it. Google it. He said, Why I Will Not Vote. And his arguments were damn near the same as mine. So these are not radical new ideas. I'm just kind of trying to figure out why it ain't never got through our thick head. These people are playing us. That's my 2 cents. Boyce, where are you from? I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. You're from South Africa. Very nice. I love South Africa. So I don't mean to yell at y'all this morning. I think I'm just frustrated today. And maybe I'm expressing anxiety for the fact I have to run my first marathon tomorrow. So let me get on out of here, guys. Please hit the thumbs up button. Hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when we go live. Also, don't forget, we'll be in New York City. I'll be in New York doing an investment seminar on October 27th. If you want to come out, go to drboycenewyork.com. That's drboycenewyork.com. The whole word New York spelled out. And we're going to be in there for 8 hours. So it'll be 8 hours of learning how to invest in the stock market, how to build wealth, all kinds of stuff. So you guys know, though, I like to talk about everything that's happening, because you can't talk about wealth in a vacuum. You have to talk about the environment, in the environment that you create for yourself that opens up possibilities for wealth building. And one of the most important steps you have to take is to practice being a critical, independent thinker. That's extremely important for you to be successful. So let's see. Yah said you should shout out your super chats. Yes, I do. I shout out everybody who does super chat. I shout them out. And if I miss somebody, just let me know, because I don't think I missed anybody. So yes, I always shout out my Anthony Juarez. I didn't shout out Anthony, but Anthony did not make a comment. But I definitely want to say thank you, Anthony, for your support. It is very much appreciated. In fact, as a small token of my appreciation, like I said, I told Alicia that when we get married, our wedding is open to the public. I will have it live streamed, and also we will open it to the public, literally. Like, you could literally get a ticket. I'll put up an Eventbrite. If you want to follow the wedding, you can actually go to boyceandalicia.com. That's a Facebook page where we're going to put some updates up there. It's boyceandalicia.com. And if you want to come to the wedding, we're going to put an Eventbrite up. All you got to do is get a free Eventbrite ticket, and just so you can be RSVP'd, and all of y'all can come to the wedding. So Kai and Mo M, C, and Man, and Mr. Bowser, and Shahida, and Chelsea, everybody else, you are all invited. I want to make that 100% abundantly clear. And the church is big as hell, and it seats 1,600 people. So I guess once we get to about 1,600, I might have to cut off the invite. But yeah, all you guys are welcome, and it's open to the public, because I feel that because we're so connected, that my success, my happiness is your happiness too, and I want to share that with you, because I believe deeply in Black love. I believe deeply in the Black woman. I believe deeply in the Black family, and it would be hypocritical for me to not share that with you guys as I put together everything. Shy, can I design the wedding dress? Send me an email. I don't know. The wedding planner I was working with Alicia, and the woman. My email is boyce@boycewatkins.com, by the way. The woman who's I feel that the woman is the one who should take the lead on certain parts of the wedding aspect. So her and the wedding planner are making certain plans. There's only so much attention span I have for wedding related stuff, because I'm a typical dude. Like, my job is to like pay for everything and to pay attention, but not, I can't sit and look at 50 different colors of flowers all day. Like, that's not fun for me. But at the same time though, we'll try to open the door for people in the community to get involved in different things and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Take care, have a good day, and hit the thumbs up button and the notification bell before you go. I'll see you soon. Be good. Peace.